Welcome to Yaka Digital Network. Today, we are exploring contemporary performing arts. This field refers to the specific styles of music, dance, and drama that are evolving and happening right now. To understand how artists create these new styles, we use the idea of fusion. Look at this classic African Makindye fabric. The complex patterns and vibrant colors you see here represent the traditional roots of African design. As this graphic shows, just as that traditional fabric morphs into a modern slim-fit jacket, artists take indigenous dances and update them to reflect modern life and technology. This process builds a bridge. Instead of leaving historical culture in the past, updating these traditions gives them a voice that speaks directly to young audiences today. Artists use a systematic process to build that bridge. This diagram outlines the 4 steps of the creative cycle: observation, idea generation, practice, and performance, showing how an old traditional drum connects with a modern microphone. Some critics argue that changing a tradition destroys it, but culture is a living thing. By highlighting the idea generation phase, we see that culture has to loop continuously through new ideas, or it dies out. The first specific technique for updating a piece is deconstruction. Before adding any modern elements, a contemporary artist breaks the performance down. Look at this image of traditional Bayimba dancers. A full group performance like this is incredibly complex. They isolate exact components, like the precise drum rhythm, the specific footwork, or the posture of the dancer's waists. Without isolating the original art form into these individual parts first, any attempt to mix in new styles becomes visually messy and superficial. Once deconstructed, the next technique is recontextualization. This means taking those isolated traditional steps and placing them in a completely different setting, like this wide view of a busy Kampala street. Instead of performing a harvest dance in a village square, an artist might move it here, framing it within a high-energy stage drama about youth unemployment or smartphone addiction. The third technique is technological integration. This image shows the wooden structure and strings of the adungu, a traditional acoustic instrument. By taking the acoustic sound of the adungu and layering it over a digital electronic beatbox track, artists create a futuristic mood while keeping the cultural root completely intact. Now it is your turn to practice. Pause the video for a moment, pick one traditional Ugandan element and combine it with one modern urban style to brainstorm your own 1-minute fusion piece. Applying these 3 techniques solves the accessibility challenge. It creates a multi-layered performance where a grandparent recognizes the traditional roots and a teenager relates to the modern message. This table maps out how traditional roots combine with modern expressions to create contemporary fusion. Pairing traditional drumming with electronic beats creates Afrofusion, and mixing folk storytelling with modern poetry yields contemporary stage drama. This photo captures the final result on stage. Contemporary performing arts act as a personal canvas, allowing you to honor the beauty of Ugandan traditions while expressing your exact identity in the modern world. You can watch more videos for all classes here on Yaka Digital Network. Remember, culture only grows when you are brave enough to experiment with it.